Alright, good morning, guys. Good morning. Um, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? So yesterday I told you guys I'm going to do a short video just to add to a list of your strategy. I said I was going to do a short video to add to your strategy that you can use. So today I want to show us an interesting strategy. Is on how to catch a trend. How to catch a trend. How to catch a trend. So it's basically an trend line strategy. It's a trend line strategy. So I want to show us how to catch a trend. Before the trend kick off properly, you're already inside. Because if you are waiting for the trend to fully mature before you enter, you miss out. So and this is going to be profitable more for those who already understand how to analyze the market. So I assume you guys already know how to analyze the market. For those that haven't really understand the concept of top-down analysis, maybe another day, another time, I will do a short video on that. So today, this is what I want to show you. Your trend line is here, so it helps you to identify the direction of the market. This is a trend. So, but now, before all of these will form, how can we get inside so that when all of this is happening, we're already inside? So, this is what we do. So, take for instance, we have a movement like this. Let's say an uptrend. So, we have a run up, we have a pullback, then we have another leg, another run up. So, once I see this, I already know I have a trend. I already know I have a trend once I see this. So this is like N, is looking like letter N. So, but as soon as you get this, a run, a pullback, run, that's what you need. So what you now do is, because to connect a trend line, you need 2 points. So now we already have our point one. Here is our point one. Here is our point two. So what am I going to do? I will take my trend line and connect point one to point two. This is a trend. So how can I buy? Am I going to join the movement up here? No. I'm going to wait for the market to give me a third touch on my trend line. So the third touch will be, I have to wait for the market to make another pullback down to my trend line. So this is now my third touch. This is what I'm waiting for. This is my third touch. So at this point, this is where I want to execute my trade. And bam, it will go. It will go all the way up. Because usually the third touch is usually the strongest and the longest. It will almost give you twice of this in length. Right? So now, let's go again. You have a move all the way up. So an up movement, we have a pullback, then we have another move. Once you get that, you now have your point one, point two. Use your trend line to connect all the points, the 2 points, and wait for a third point. So now another thing you will need to do is, once you, don't worry, we'll go to the chart and look for it. So what you do, once you have your third touch on the trend line, you are not buying immediately. You have to wait for a price action here on this third point. A price action here. So price action here will be a hammer can form here, a bullish engulfing can form here, or any bullish candle at all that forms in this place. That is your confirmation for the buy. As soon as you see that, guys, you hop in for a buy. and it goes all the way up, guys. All the way up. Now, the only thing you have to also take note of sometimes, you know what deriv does sometimes, they know that this thing will go up, but first they will stretch it like this extra. You see that this thing that has come outside of the trend line like this, it will hit your stop loss, because most times your stop loss will just be outside the trend line. But this extra that just push out now, take your stop loss. After taking you out, then boom, it move. And now it's moving in your direction, but you are no longer inside. That is when the rig can do this thing, it's crazy. So there's an approach to this one too. There's a way you can go around the stop loss so that the rig will not take your stop loss. I'm sure you guys don't expect me to say everything all right, but it's most times it doesn't really happen. So just your test touch, and you are good to go. So let's look for it. What space is V75? Okay, let's look for anywhere the trend started from. Anywhere the trend started forming from. Let's look. Okay, so one thing you have to do is that you have to train your eyes on how to see this thing, because it will not be very clear as I just drew it now. It's just simple like that. No, you have to train your eyes on how to see it. So if you look carefully, before this bullish movement started, we were first in a bearish trend here. If you look at the direction of this market now, you see that it's bearish, it's coming down, right? So, and it ended somewhere here. It ended somewhere here. So, it ended somewhere here. So, this is where the bullish movement started. Don't forget, the strategy is on how to catch a trend. So, the trend is about to start. How do we enter? If you look carefully, you will see that we had this movement. We have a run like this. Sorry, guys. We had a run like this. Then we had a pullback. You seeing it? And we had another run. It's just like what I did earlier. You have a run, you have a pullback, and you have another run. So it's like, and that's what is here now. You have a run, a pullback, run. So what are we supposed to do? We already have our point one, point two. Look at it here. Point one, point two. Let's assume all of this has not happened, because this is the beginning of the trend. Initially, we were in a bearish trend. So the bearish trend has ended by giving us this. So let's assume from here like this, it has not happened. So imagine when we got into the market, all of this has not printed. This is where we are, and we found this: a run, a pullback, and a run. So what we're going to do is to take our trend line, connect point one and point two. So I'm going to connect point one and point two. Then you draw it to the future. Draw it to the future. Don't forget, this side that you are seeing now has not happened. So this is what we are seeing: run, pullback, run. Now we have connected it. We have connected our point one and point two, and our trend line is extended to the future. So if you watch, the market later came and made a pullback back to our trend line, and it gave us a price action there, something like a hammer there. As soon as you get that, bam, you are in. You hop in for a buy. SL will be, your stop loss has to be outside the trend line. And guess what? The market went all the way up. If you catch only this using the right loss size, if you catch only this, you are good. But you know that the market went continuously up. Alright? So that is that. Later, you can take your time, watch the video again. Make sure you follow the procedure. Let's look for uh, one more. Let's look for one more. Okay, now this is the current state of the market V10. V10 has not even happened yet. So, but if you look, we already have a run, we have a pullback, and we already have a run. You see it now, so that is the end. Run, pullback, run. So what I'm going to do now is just connect, take my trend line and connect the point one and the point two. So I'm expecting V10 to do like this. Come back to make a dead touch in my trend line. Then I take a buy from there. This is the current state of V10, by the way. So let's watch to see what's happening later. Let's look at other pair. Let's look at other pair. Sometimes it's large, it's not just small like that. Let me check if this one. Sorry. So look at this one. We have a run. Don't mind all my analysis that this is my where I do all my work for. So we have a run, we have a pullback, and we have a run. See how big this one is. So now, if I get this, I have not seen all of this, so this is what I have. A run, a pullback, a run. So I'm going to just connect, take my trend line and connect point one and point two together. Point one, point two. And I draw it to the future. Guess what? The market started making a pullback, 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 pullback until it got to trend line again. What happened? Boom. Went up all the way. It's also a strategy that you can use to hold. You can hold it for long because each time it happens, it will give you long movement. So you see it now, run, pull back, run. Then you connect your point one, point two, and wait for the market to give you point three. So let's look at it for a sell. So for a sell, you are going to also have, you are going to also do the same thing. Okay, this is what I just did. So for a sell, we are going to have something like this. We are going to have a run, we have a pullback. I hope you guys can hear me because I have that on. And we have a run. So it's just the opposite of this. So what you are going to do, you already have your point one and point two. What you now do, you use your trend line to connect point one and point two together, draw it to the future. What are you waiting for? You are waiting for this leg to make a pullback. Make a pullback to your trend line. Once you get this pullback to your trend line, at this point now you're looking for any bearish formation, any bearish candle formation here. As soon as you see bearish candle, you are going sir. It doesn't fail, guys. It doesn't fail. Trust me. It doesn't fail. This is a very strong strategy. It's a killer strategy. So let's go and look for it. Okay, there is a sell here. Let's not even go too far. There is a sell that happened here. If you see, this place, there is a sell. So let me make it thick so that you guys can see it. See this channel now. There is a sell that happened inside there. So let's see if we have been able to participate in the sell. Now, if you look, we have something like that there. Sorry, guys. I'm using MT5 and using MT5 for this kind of thing is very difficult. It's very difficult to use MT5 for this kind of thing. So, okay, now let's look at it. So, what do we have? We have have a run. Guys, can you see it? Because this is for a bearish trend. How to catch a bearish trend now? Because the other one was bullish trend. Now, initially the market was bullish. If you look at all this side, it was bullish. So how to catch this bearish trend now? So we'll have a run all the way down. Look at it. Then we had a pullback all the way up, and we had another run all the way down. So what do I have now? I have my 21, I have my 2. So I'm going to connect my trend line. Mind you, all of this has not happened. No. All of this has not happened. So let's imagine this is all I have. A run, a pullback, a run. So that's all I have. So I'm going to connect my trend line to point 1 and point 2. And guess what I will do? I will draw it to the future. Now, don't forget, I'm not seeing the future. I'm not seeing all of this. I'm not seeing all of this. I'm only seeing this is what the market has printed at that time. I'm only seeing this, this, and this. It's like N formation. So I have point 1, point 2. I draw it to the future. Then, according to the strategy, I'm now waiting for my third touch. My third touch will not be let the market pull back any day at all. Because this second, now look, this second leg can go all the way down like this. It's none of my business. I cannot enter into this kind of sell because it's not in my criteria, it's not in my strategy. So I will leave it, let it go. I will wait for any day it goes back to my trend line. That's why you see sometimes I don't trade every day because I have to wait for my criteria to be fulfilled. So, but if you look at this one now, it has run, pull back, run. So from here, it started making a pullback. Started making a pullback. We already know where it's going because we have a trend line that is already running all across that place to the future. So it's making a pullback, making a pullback, making a pullback. Bam to our trend line. Now we're at our trend line. Are we going to start selling? No. We also have to now wait for a price action. Price action means any bearish candle at all. And guess what we got? We got a bearish candle here. This is like a pin bar. As soon as this thing closes, guy, I'm in. Don't mind you, we have not seen all this side, but because it has given us a third touch, point 1, point 2, point 3, and this bearish signal has been formed, we enter for a sell to go down, and our stop loss will be outside the trend line. Guess what, guys? It went all the way down. If you take only this alone, that's a loss. If you load it, you know what that is. So guys, so this is for a sell. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to make it too long. If there's anything you don't understand, you can ask me on in the group. Then maybe I will explain. Also, what Derif can do sometimes, let me give you a little trick. See this third touch now. Sometimes the market can decide to do, instead of stopping at your trend line, this third touch can decide to come back like this all the way up. Meanwhile, your stop loss was there. That means that you are out. So, but there's a way to go about this one. There's a way. Those that have attended my class, they know that if something like this happens, there's something we normally do to take it out so that then it doesn't take our stop loss. So, but I'll tell you. So, before this will happen, you are not inside the market yet because there is no bearish formation yet. So, if the market does this, it has broken your trend line, yes, but the sell structure, the run, the pullback, the run has not been broken. So the structure is still correct, even though your trend line is broken. Now, what you now have is you are going to have a case of a double top. So once you get a bearish signal from here, you can take your sell from there, and it will be deep all the way down. This is looking very rough now, but I hope you get it. Just um, for so as the market keep going, of course you have to keep adjusting your trend line, because subsequently it will still be respecting your trend line. Don't worry, I'll do that another day. I don't want to make this video too long, and I don't want to, and then you guys don't expect me to just say everything. You understand? So, but at least with this, go and practice this thing. Go and practice what I'm saying and practice this strategy. You make some money. Trust me, you make some money. All right, guys. So later, all right. Thank you, guys.